Hello everyone and welcome to the Military and Monetary YouTube channel and yet another collector's tutorial. Today on a topic that a lot of you have requested. I actually got a message on Instagram about this yesterday. So I do get a lot of questions about it, and as you might have guessed already, today's topic is rank stars on shoulder boards. Now, this might seem a bit easy, I know, but as with everything else, it does require a bit of research and a bit of detailed work. Simply because if you want it to be correct, you can't simply throw them on. So we're gonna start from the beginning, and I'm gonna show you how to do it properly. We also have a few different rank stars or rank pips, rank insignia, call it whatever you want. I'm just gonna go through them really quickly. First one looks like this, painted in gray. These are for the field uniform shoulder boards, nothing else. Next up is this one, the silver one, NCO shoulder boards. And last but not least, the golden ones for officers. So, based on what we know so far, this gray star goes on this field uniform shoulder board. This one, the gold one, goes on the officer service uniform board. The silver one, we don't need that one. So we have our shoulder boards and we have our rank insignia. This is of course going to be an Unterleutnant, and this is going to be a major. But the big question now is of course, where do you place the rank insignia? And of course, how do you attach them? Well, I'm gonna show you all of it. I have mentioned this book before. I'm gonna mention it again. It's a fantastic reference piece. Not only because of all the great photos. Look at these charts. This is a great reference piece to have. It's readily available on eBay. Go and get yourself a copy. We have these great charts on shoulder boards and all the different types of accessories, medals, patches, and so on. How to place them, where to place them, distances, etc., etc. And here we have the shoulder boards. Not only do they show shoulder boards with different ranks, you also have the exact official distances between the rank insignia, depending on what type of board you have. Take notes, everyone, or simply take a print screen. This is a great piece of reference. So let's start with this one. When it comes to this type of shoulder boards, the distance between the rank stars, the rank insignia, and the far edge should be 1.5 centimeters. Now in our case, we're gonna make a major out of this board, and it's actually much more easier to measure the distance than one might think. I'm gonna show you. Something like that. The small hole you see here is exactly 1.5 centimeters. So the small hole between the braiding is a great giveaway when it comes to distance. So this is what we're aiming for. Next question is of course, how do you attach the actual star? Well, first thing to remember is that the small legs on the stars, they are very, very fragile, very soft. And the board is very stiff. So you simply can't do like this and then push. You're gonna break it. So we need to make a hole. In order to make a hole, you're gonna need something sharp, something thin and sharp. I usually use one of these. To be honest, I'm not sure what you call it in English. In Swedish we say syl, like awl or pricker. Needless to say, you can use whatever you want as long as it's thin and sharp. And what you do is you simply place it where you want the hole to be, and then you press. Now the thing is, the board itself, it's stiff. It's hard to get through, but at the same time, it's not rock solid. So you can't just press, because you're gonna bend the board, deforming it. So place your sharp tool like this, and then press through towards a flat surface until it looks like this. Now, of course, all you have to do is place the star. Make sure the small legs are aligned, go through the hole, and you're through. The legs usually aren't that long. Looks like this. Now, of course, it's important to center it. If we look at the picture, we can see in which directions the insignia is aligned. So we're gonna have to move it around. You can just flip it over until you find something like that. Because the legs on these stars are often bent looking like this, meaning that if you flip the star around, you're gonna end up sometimes very much uncentered. So just move it around in order to find a position that you like, that looks good. Something like that. Then all you have to do is to bend the legs on the back. Might be difficult, you might need to use some sort of tool, but just bend them and it sticks in place. Let's move on and make ourselves an Unterleutnant. This is the second type of officer shoulder boards. And once again, in the design of the shoulder board, we have some help to find. In our case, we're gonna add one star, meaning the star is going to be placed in the center of the board. So it is, of course, very practical that we have a line along the center of the board. So all we have to do, I'm gonna show you, measure out the right distances and make holes. In this case, one hole for one star. But if you want a higher rank, for example a Hauptmann, you're gonna add 4 of them. Then of course you have not only the line in the middle, you have lines on the side as well, meaning that if one star goes there, 2 stars go there and there. So let's measure out 1.5 centimeters. Let's mark it out like that. And let's punch a hole. And we have ourselves a hole. Now, one thing that's really important to remember is the fact that the first set of stars or insignia closest to the base. That distance is 1.5 centimeters. However, the following stars, as we can see, are placed at a distance of 2 centimeters, meaning 1.5, 2, 2. And here we have a great example of the legs of the rank insignia not being centered, meaning that when you add it, it might look like this, not in the center at all. So what you have to do is once again move it around. There we have it. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have an Air Force Major and we have a field uniform Unterleutnant with rank insignia correctly added according to the official East German regulations. And that, my dear friends, is all for this time. Thank you very much for watching this video. I really hope that you liked it and that you found it useful. Now, of course, if you did, I would really appreciate if you would like to subscribe to my YouTube channel and of course leave a comment, leave a like and follow me on Instagram. Thanks a lot everyone. See you next time. Bye bye.